facilities. These are not glorified pubs. These are facilities which are used by a lot of people for social interaction. These are the facilities we're looking at preserving and keeping. Sporting achievements have been real for these people on the world stage.
Are there any questions? Please, council or any councillor?
Just what's the cost of a member?
Pocket Table Club is currently $5 at Lindsay.
$60 a single, $100 a couple.
$15.
And the other question, the OE has a 365-day liquor licence. Will that move to pockets as well?
I haven't given that any thought.
Good. Councillor Bill?
I was just, when you talked about, ensuring the ongoing continuance of the club, and I'd hate it to shut. I think it's a wonderful facility for the town, but if it did continue to run at a loss in future years, the Tokoroa members might think, well, why are we subsidising, why the gamblers, if you like, of Tokoroa is subsidising a club in Putarua? So is there an out clause there, what will happen in that case?
We haven't had that feedback so far, and Pockets has run club rooms in other areas in the past, and we haven't had that issue raised in the past. And yes, it is in Putarua, but it's only 20 minutes away. It's a lot closer and a lot workable, and you're going to have the same sort of management that can just move between venues.
Any other questions? We're going to page.
That's what I mean. First, I'd like to thank you, Jared, for your presentation. Extremely well done. Just a comment rather than a question. I'm a long-time supporter of clubs. I'm a member of most of the clubs in Tokoroa, and I'm quite strong against storefront gambling operations. I think that's where the problem is occurring, the majority of problems. So I concur with you there. I have concerns about the Karoo and what might happen in the future. According to the Karoo Club, it's always a pleasure to go there, but I just wonder sometimes about the people in the Karoo supporting their own club. The only other concern I have is about deciding, as referenced by his worship before, at 56 Bridge Street, but I certainly support the concept of 3 clubs in the team. That I have my support.
Any other comments? Councillors, if you go to page 17 on your agenda, I will move recommendation 1.
On page what, sorry?
17. Look up on your white pages. We don't need recommendation 2 or 3. In this page here, you're given. You go on the pink pages, but you've got the pink pages in white. Page 17. The report we received. Yep, you're given the white pages at the top. You were given a full buck of these. Okay. Report we received, delete 2 and 3. The merger application for the 3 clubs at 56 Street will be approved, subject to Pockets caring and taking care of all the Karoo Club liabilities. Machines located at the back of the premises and entry from the back, and discussions be taking place with the church for their agreement.
I'll see you there.
Just on the taking care of all the Karoo liabilities, it should be open for them to negotiate a solution to that issue, because I understand reading between the lines, that some of the creditors will give some debts for a clean
Well, that's
start.
why they have to take care, how they take care of them is part of their problem. You know, at present there is a large rate.
So it's really subject to them coming to a satisfactory arrangement with all
Yes.
creditors.
Yeah. Any discussion?
So, you've put sort of three conditions here, the carry, increase in the back, and then discussions with the church.
That they seek
So-
yeah.
What we're asking you to do is seek church approval, so the church will effectively approve where this is going to be. I believe it's our job to consider that, taking into account our policy, and possibly we should consult with the church.
Your Worship, can I just make a couple of comments? One of the things, if you've read my report, is that I've distinguished between some of the aspects in our policy. Just for clarification, this application is in fact a merger. And a merger does not have the 100-metre restriction zone. So
We've discussed that,
it's
we've discussed that there, and we've agreed that it's legal, it is right.
I just would provide some sort of commentary around that particular aspect. The commission that handles some of these inquiries has deemed that if you've got a particular room within a club, they've deemed that that particular room is where you measure the machines to sensitive sites. Now, I haven't provided it in the report, but if you turn to page 48, this is the report, you've got a sort of map of Tokoroa. And particularly those that are from the northern part of the district, the venues have been somewhat identified. So we've got page 48 with the map. If we look at Q Masters, which is to the left-hand side of that page, it's identified Q Masters is on the northern side of the building. But if you take a diagonal from the centre of that building, going slightly down to the left, that's where the sensitive site is. That's the church and the child care centre. The actual measurement from front door to front door is a little over 65 metres from front door to front door. If the machines are actually mounted towards the back of the building, it's getting upwards of about 80 metres. So the reason I've raised this is that you don't really have to consider it because technically speaking, it's not part of the equation. Now, as Worship has mentioned the fact that there's this moral obligation, but in part, one of the reasons there wasn't explicitly a comment in the merger application is because there was a potential for clubs to merger, and the sensitive sites also include community facilities. So if you had a situation where we had a sporting club, let's argue, say, the surf rugby club, and it was to be a merger and that was to become the club rooms, then because the sports ground and community events, we would actually preclude it. So I think it was in fact designed not to have a merger with the sensitive sites because it was going to be too limiting in a club situation. That's my belief why that wasn't put in.
Thank you. At present, in which, as I have stated, the legality there is that I am moving those three, whether you wish to turn around and have discussions with the church, but again, they're the machines as given by Mr. True, the machines are at the back of the premise. Is there any discussion? Did you second that, Councillor? Yeah. Discussion.
A question, Your Worship. Would your proposal give absolute veto to the church under this motion? Because I have to indicate.
Yeah, the church discussion within that there, I guess I was saying discussion with the church.
Just a discussion.
Yeah. Recognising that, okay, we are doing this, that we could do under the legal part of Clause 7, but making them aware of why we were doing it.
would be comfortable with the discussions, and I would not be comfortable
With approving.
with a veto.
Are you happy with that change, councillor?
You didn't
Discussion.
say a veto.
Huh?
You didn't say a veto. You
No,
just
but
said
it-
I said
discussion.
approving, and he's
No,
asking.
just with discussions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said discussions with the church.
I would be comfortable.
And I accept that they don't have veto rights.
Yeah, we don't give them veto. Right. Other discussion, please?
I'm still concerned, Your Worship, that one of the original applications that we got from Hartman's Henry on 15th of June actually gave us an option, the option of 56 or 34 feet average. This afternoon we're going to be listening to people talking to us about pensioner housing, and we're getting a fair whipping in some of the emails we get because we didn't consult. You know, it seems to me that we haven't consulted with this facility, the church and preschool. It's within 100 metres, and I take on board what Mr. Anderson says, but it could be seen by some people that are concerned that here goes the council again, not consulting, and they're just overriding that rule.
Yeah, and I take that as a fair point. Other thoughts, please?
I agree, that's where, like we were talking before, that if you were to have sort of set certain things, and I don't know how you identify that, you know, that we do consult on, or at least let people know what's happening, rather than wait till it's a fait accompli.